In this video, I will be making recommendations for making Zoom video recordings. This is intended for teachers and churches. I've been making videos for a number of years for my online math classes. And some people have asked me if I could make a video with some recommendations for making Zoom recordings. A lot of people are using Zoom now for webinars and video conferencing, but the purpose of this video is thinking about just using Zoom by yourself to make a recording. I'll start with my primary recommendation. I'll give some suggestions for how you can make your video higher quality maybe. I'll give 3 ways for using Zoom to record a video, and this is the first method here where you just use the laptop camera and it's just on you. You can use objects during your explanation or story. I've got my mask here. So that's one method of using Zoom as a method of making a recording. I'll make a few quick comments about downloading and installing Zoom, a couple of technical notes, and some closing comments. So let's start with my primary recommendation. My primary recommendation with Zoom is to test it out with multiple prototypes. Why should you make a bunch of short test videos? First of all, engineers use prototypes. It's how we learn, it's how we make things better. Number 2, Murphy's Law. This is technology. If anything can go wrong, it will. We're combining a bunch of things. You want to have the snafus happen during the prototypes. Number 3, you want to test out your sound, your lighting, your camera angle, and so on till you get decent lighting, etc. Number 4, there's a lot of technology here, all of these different controls about sharing the screen and pausing and so on. And you want to get used to those during the prototype so that you can learn the controls well enough so that you can focus on your message when it actually counts, when you're ready to actually do the video lecture or the children's sermon. So here are some suggestions, things to consider. First of all, get good lighting. In my case, when I started out today, I am facing a window. It's kind of a cloudy day, but natural light is the best, and it should be facing the front of you, not from the side or above or behind you. Second thing is the camera angle. It's better to have the camera up high so that you're looking up a little bit at the camera. In fact, I have my laptop sitting on a couple of books right now. Should be a small gap above your head. If you're looking down during a video conference or down during a recording, sometimes it causes you to have multiple chins. Number 3, minimize distractions. So the visual, try to have the background tidy or use a virtual background, which I won't be covering in this video. Secondly, the sound. If you have a growling washer or dryer in the background, turn that off. And number 4, if it's just you talking, try to look into the camera. Now, I have taken a bunch of these suggestions from a video titled How to Look Good on Video Calls for Zoom, Facebook, and Skype. And this lady here, it's about a 12-minute video, and she goes into all kinds of details of how to look good about camera angles and so on. And you can see down here at the bottom of the screen that this hot and flashy video blogger has had over 2 million views on this particular video. And here she has her laptop up on a box so she can get the camera about eye level. The next thing I'd like to talk about is 3 ways to use Zoom to record a video. The first one is what I did at the beginning of this video. Just have the laptop camera on you and tell your story. Number 2, do a screencast. In a screencast, you're going to be showing the computer screen. It's called sharing in Zoom, and you can have yourself in a pop-up box. Let me do a demo of this. Let's say that you want to do a children's story for church, and you want to have some visuals on the screen. Here's a nice map of Israel during the time of Christ. And maybe you want to point out about where Nazareth is and where the Jordan River is, Bethlehem, and so on. You don't have to have the picture of yourself if you don't want it there. It can be minimized and hidden. The third way to use Zoom to record a video is to use a camera of a phone or iPad to record the video, and this is more portable. Hi, I'm here with my clematis trellis, and I have a couple of clematis plants that are growing nicely here, and I'm recording this using an iPad. So that was a demonstration of how to use an iPad camera or phone camera. Now I'll make a couple of comments about downloading and installing Zoom. The first thing is to go to the website zoom.us and create an account. On the next slide, I have a couple of screenshots. You're going to download the software to your computer. You're going to install the software. And the website does provide many helpful videos. Many are just 30 seconds or 1 minute under the support area. So when you go to zoom.us, in the upper right is the sign up. It's free. That's how you create an account. Then you can hit support after you're logged in, and it'll take you to a screen that looks like this. This is the Help Center. There are quick start guides and mini video tutorials. A couple of quick technical notes for Zoom. There is a test speaker and microphone feature down near the microphone, and I'll show that on the next slide with another screenshot. And you can pause the recording while sharing your screen using the meatball menu. And I'll show that on the next slide. Also, I do have a separate video that I've made on how to pause and resume using Alt-P. So here is the screenshot that shows where you can test your speaker and microphone for Zoom, and this is useful for video conferences and recordings. And here is the meatball menu where you can pause a recording. I'm going to be using Alt-P because that's how I like it. My primary recommendation, if you're new to Zoom and new to making videos, is to make multiple short 15-second, 30-second videos and look at them. You're going to be focusing on the technology and the controls during the prototype, and these won't be shown to anybody, they'll just be deleted. You're going to be learning the controls well enough so that you can focus on your message when it actually counts. And one thing I found with technology is experiment, even try to break it. It's how we learn. When you're doing your prototype video recording, a couple more suggestions. You might want to use an assistant, somebody that can help you run the computer while you give your message. You're going to be checking out the sound. You're going to check out the quality of the lighting and the camera angle. And finally, you're going to be seeing if the words are reading correctly. One thing about Zoom is when you're looking at it on the screen during the recording or during the webinar, the words might be reversed. But when the recording is finished or viewed by someone else, the words are reading correctly. I hope you found this video useful. Have a great day.